Hi, welcome to the API in C#, the best practices of design and implementation course, where you'll learn how to design and implement a robust and maintainable APIs, relying on the best practices which are tried and tested by the .NET community all over the world. My name is Elias Fofanov, aka Engineer Spock, and I'll be leading you through the course. I began my career as a postgraduate student participating in Microsoft Imagine Cup contest. I've been working with the .NET platform since 2003. I've been professionally architecting and implementing software for nearly 7 years, primarily based on the .NET platform. I'm passionate about building rich and powerful applications using modern technologies. I'm a certified specialist in Windows applications and Surface communication applications by Microsoft. API stands for Application Programming Interface. APIs are everywhere. Roughly speaking, all the functions you ever call are the part of an API. That's why it is so important to understand how to build convenient, robust and easily maintainable APIs. By the end of this course, you'll get a deep understanding of what is a good API. You'll become enough educated to reason about pros and cons of particular API design and implementation decisions. This understanding will be based on the understanding of the fundamental principles which underlie the process of designing and implementing APIs. A side benefit of taking this course is that many topics are independent of each other, what allows me to easily extend this course by new topics from time to time. I'll announce all the updates so you will never miss anything interesting. In this course, we will look at the characteristics of a well-designed API and the API development principles, how to give better names for API members and what naming conventions exist in the .NET platform and suited for C#, common problems encountered by C# developers in the process of designing and implementing APIs, classes versus structures, abstract classes versus interfaces, creational patterns versus constructors, how to implement the Dispose pattern. Are you sure you understand this allegedly simple case? Common implementation smells such as poor naming, excessively long methods, output parameters, and so on. Common architectural design smells such as primitive obsession, hidden dependencies, violation of law of Demeter, and others. How to deal with errors? It is surprisingly hard to develop robust software where errors handling is based on exceptions. We will find out why this is so and how to struggle with problems of error handling. How to deal with nulls. Null values have always been a real pain in the ass. The null reference exception is a well-known and popular guest in our software. We will look at the possible ways of diminishing the disrupting power of null values. The goal of this course is to give you a solid understanding of the fundamental principles of building great APIs. Another goal is to teach you to build great APIs specifically in the C# language, since there are many cases specific for this language. This course is aimed at all the C# developers from beginners to seniors. Topics which are covered in the course are relevant for all kinds of C# developers, since all developers design and implement APIs. The topic's complexity is very different. There are plenty of very simple topics, and at the same time, there are topics which require from you a solid C# background. You are not forced to watch all the course sequentially. On the contrary, if you are an expert, feel free to skip the topics you understand very well. Feel free to look at the course description. I'm looking forward to seeing you inside the course. Enroll and start learning the API in C#, the best practices of design and implementation course.